Hey girl, happy Thursday. I am so blessed to be in your ear today. Today, I'm sharing with you the importance of community in disordered eating recovery. Maybe you've been feeling super alone. It's normal, especially when you're trying to find freedom from this debilitating disease taking over your life. But the good news is you don't have to do this alone. In fact, today I'm going to share with you our private Facebook community, and I'm also going to talk about the importance of community in your journey. You don't want to miss today's episode, friend. Here we go. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess trapped in a destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it so you can start living your best life as your best self. Hey girl, welcome back to the show. Today is an interesting episode. Actually, I'm so excited to be talking with you about community. But it's interesting because I am literally sitting at the beach house recording this episode for you, staring up at a sign on my wall that says life is good. And girlfriend, life is grand. Life is good. And you are good. And your body is good. And today is good. Let's take a moment just to be grateful for the fact that you are here and that you are listening to the show because you want a good life. You want a grand life, and you're not done yet. You're not giving up. You're not surrendering the flag. You are here because you want to live your best life. And that, sister, takes courage. So I'm going to start today with a quote from Brian Solis because I love me some good quotes. And he says, community is so much more than belonging to something. It's about doing something together that makes belonging matter. This is why I started the Her Best Self podcast. And though I may be staring at a life is good sign on the beach house wall, I can see you. It's like a community of women that I am just pouring into week after week, day after day, that I show up here. And if I could give you a hug through this mic right now, I certainly would. But sister, give me some grace this week because I don't have all of my podcast gear, but I wanted to make sure to show up for you because life is good and community is so great. The importance of community in recovery is extremely, extremely a biggie because you can't do this alone. In fact, community, it's fellowship with others. And as a result of that amazing feeling of belonging and being so much more than just belonging, but sharing common values, integrating into interest and really diving together into common goals and passions, it is going to get you from living a good life to a grand life. It is going to get you living your best life free from disordered eating. This disease is super secretive. Indeed, what we do to ourselves may be personal, but it's one of the most secretive things out there. In fact, you may be feeling super alone right now. Like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. Maybe a lot of people in your immediate circle don't even know the patterns and behaviors that you do to yourself on a daily basis. And the awareness here is that you experience this pain of shame and guilt. And maybe you want a way out. You want more than what you're feeling right now. The key to understanding that there is more for you is also being open to not doing this by yourself. In fact, the very thing that is making you feel alone is causing you to feel even more alone. And that is sitting with that isolation And I know that when you're looking into your immediate circle of friends and family, it just feels like their life is all put together, or maybe it seems like they just don't get it or don't understand. But, sister, that's where community of shared interests, passions, and goals is so important. That's why a recovery community is so important to you during this time in your journey. I'll be honest with you, there is absolutely no way I could have found freedom from my eating disorder without community. In fact, for the longest time, I tried to do it by myself. I tried to do it by myself. I tried to do it with a therapist. I tried to do it with a dietitian. And I tried to make it a secret. I was ashamed of all I had done to my body. I was ashamed of what people would think of me if they saw that I had gained weight. Reality was, the more I sat alone, the more I felt alone. And, sister, we weren't meant to do life alone. As humans, we thrive on connections and shared experiences and being surrounded by women who are going through or who have been through exactly what it is that we are going through. And this is why, if you struggle with disordered eating or an eating disorder, that it is critical to get support and to get a wonderful, uplifting community. So today I'm going to talk about 4 benefits of joining an uplifting community, and then I'm going to invite you to join ours. Number 1 is acceptance. Self-acceptance is a really hard step in recovery. But while it can be so hard for you to do alone, you don't have to do this alone. You can have a community of other people cheering you on while you accept the process. Finding acceptance is important, and a safe and accepting non-judgmental zone is that much more important for your healing. It is so imperative to feel that peace within your heart that you are doing the dang thing and that you are surrounded by people who are not judging you, but who have either lived it or who have been doing it themselves or who are trying to find freedom from the struggle. It's so important to give yourself that grace, and a community can give you that acceptance, and it can give you that motivation to wake up again tomorrow and to do what's best for you as you navigate food freedom. Number 2, community gives you a step to take right now, today, to break unhealthy coping mechanisms of isolation. And it does so by giving you connection. Instead of hibernating and dealing with it all by yourself, you can meet others who are already there, who already get it. Why do it the hardest way when you have been right where someone else has already been? And so you can lean on them and they can lean on you. And I don't mean it in a way of we're going to leverage a recovery community to trigger one another or to pull each other back into eating disorder behaviors. But in our community, we break unhealthy coping mechanisms. We break chains, sis. And you don't have to do this by yourself. In fact, I highly encourage you to step out in faith and step up into a community that is going to support you. Because the real world, and I say this with so much love, the real world is going to judge. The real world is not going to know or understand. In fact, when I was going through recovery, especially during weight restoration, everyone would say comments that they thought were helpful, but were extremely harmful to me. My recovery community knew that those comments were so hard for somebody who was struggling with an eating disorder. And so they could build me up. They could talk light and love and a sense of direction into my heart and into my soul. When others were saying, gosh, Lindsay, you look so much healthier. I'm so glad you're deciding to eat again. Instead of pushing me down to a place when I was by myself, I would have gone right back in, sucked right back into eating disorder behaviors. But I could take that and I could turn that into my superpower with women that were going through this, like a surge of energy with me, and that pushed me forward. There were so many times where I wanted to hibernate because of things that people were saying or noticing about me. I didn't need their judgment. Even if they weren't trying to be harmful, I needed someone who got it. I needed someone who understood. Insert positive community of women who get it, who see you, who understand you, and who can tell you the things that you need to hear Not the things you want to hear, friend, but the things that you need to hear to get you uplifting yourself and also uplifting those other ladies that are in there witnessing and going through the same things as you. Number 3 is the benefit to boost your journey with that accountability. And I kind of started treading into that with my last comment, but community gives you a sense of purpose. You can come and take what you need. You can hear others' challenges. You can give and grasp information or motivation for your own healing. You can get free support. You can get education. You can get all the resources. And girlfriend, community gives you structure and that accountability. Because every day, if you're going to sit there and you're going to scroll on social anyways, which I highly recommend that you start to unsubscribe and unfollow all of those unfriendly accounts that are leaving you trapped and chained to your behaviors. But if you are going to stay on social media platforms, then why not join our Facebook group where you can wake up every single morning if you're going to be scrolling and you can do your morning time, morning routine, whatever that looks like for you, but you can come into a place that's going to hold you accountable, to a place of inspiration where you can see messages from other women who are living what you're living. Sis, this is so important. It is so important, whether it be in person or virtual. I run our entire business virtually, and I am able to connect with so many amazing women across the world. And that is the importance and the benefit of an online space, an online connection, an online community. I mean, think about our world. When would we ever have had the ability to create that sense of connection? We are actually in people's homes and we're able to connect. And what is so amazing about a community of people that are like-minded and are in there to drive that motivation and give that uplift and that inspiration is, in doing so, that takes us to number 4. And that is creating that shining North Star, that bright light for guidance that's going to strengthen you. It is going to serve your most healthiest self, and it is going to enforce you that building others up also builds you up. Sister, there are so many wonderful women that are in our private Facebook community, and while they are struggling, they're hurting. Many of them I coach regularly and weekly, and I know these things, but just seeing them pour out love to others in that place gives you yourself peace, gives you yourself inspiration, gives you yourself empowerment. When you're able to shine and serve someone else that's going through those exact things, when you are able to show up and validate another person, another soul, another heart on this planet that is struggling with not wanting to gain weight or not wanting to let go of this false sense of identity, when you're able to see someone for who they are and love them anyways, that creates so much worth to you. That creates so much spark to your heart and to your life. And I promise God isn't going to return that void. Sis, if you are showing up and serving others, it's going to help boost your recovery journey as well. And so I encourage you, if you have not yet joined our private Facebook community, you can find us at the link in the show notes. I'm airing this show in July of 2023. And right now, our community is thriving. We are building upon building. And it is the hope and healing for eating disorder recovery community. Again, you can find the link in the show notes just in case our title changes from time to time. But sister, I want you to know I see you. And there are so many women in that community that share like-mindedness, that share the struggle and the hurt and the pain and the daily choices that they are making that are hard. It's freaking hard dealing with this. It's hard recovering from this. Life is good, but sister, you deserve to live a grand life. You deserve to thrive and to show up and to enjoy every single hour you have. And I encourage you, if you're feeling alone today, if you are struggling, if you feel Like the world is on your shoulders and you have so much going on that is weighing you down. Maybe recovery or breaking the chains of this eating disorder is just one of the things that you're dealing with right now. Maybe it's not all of it, but it's part of it. And you want to start living again. You want to start loving on the people that you have in your life, but you feel alone. Or maybe you feel unsupported. Or maybe you have people in your life that don't get it. Well, I get it. And I want you to know you don't have to do this alone. In fact, it's really hard to do this alone. And it's already hard enough. So, sister, I invite you to come on over to our private community and keep showing up. As we keep showing up for you, there's going to be so many wonderful opportunities for support there. We're going to be doing monthly live sessions. We're going to be doing some amazing things. I'm actually building out a program as we speak, and I can't wait to share it with all of you here right on the podcast. But I encourage you, if you're looking for more support, I would love to help support you in my one-to-one container of private recovery coaching. If that's not for you right now, join our free community. Join our community of ladies that are out there every day inspiring and encouraging, and we're creating challenges. We're holding ourselves accountable. No matter what stage of the journey you're in, you are worthy and you deserve to feel supported. And you don't have to do this by yourself. Friend, it is so important to get into a good community because you need those connections. And I encourage you today to stop doing this by yourself and start doing this with a friend. Community is so much more than belonging to something. It's about doing something together that makes belonging matter. That's it for this week, girl. I will see you back on the podcast on Monday. In the meantime, join us in our Facebook group. You're going to love it, and I'm going to love welcoming you. Until next time, bye for now, girl. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.